What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Employees of the Zhonghua Express delivery service have voted to go on strike in the lead-up to the Lunar New Year. The strike could affect the circulation of cash ahead of the holiday, as the company handles deliveries between banks. 83% of staff voted to strike over the issue of year-end bonuses. They're demanding 1.5 months' salary as a bonus and a raise of around US $25 per month.
去年赚的比前2年还多，那你今年你只有先发1个月，好，那我觉得这个大家都很难接受，那我们希望他赶快发放，好，不然的话我们随时都会罢工。
Taiwan's executive Ren says it has approved a new subway line that will connect eastern Taipei and New Taipei. The extended line will link Taipei's Nehu district with New Taipei's Xiji district. This is part of the recently planned Keelung MRT that will extend from the end of Taipei's blue and brown lines all the way to Badu Station in the northern port city of Keelung. The Xiji-Donghu line is meant to reduce traffic congestion in the 3 cities. The entire project is expected to be completed by 2032 and will cost upwards of $900 million. Taiwan's constitutional court has ruled that a law saying only men are allowed to inherit the right to lead so-called ancestor worship guilds is unconstitutional, or at least partly. These guilds often wield significant influence in local politics and are backed by large sums of money. Yu Jinghuang has the details.
Taiwan's constitutional court announces its ruling that some women can now become successors of so-called ancestor worship guilds. It's a decision that partially ends centuries-old gender inequality in these traditional family associations. Influential and wealthy, these ancestral groups date back to the 17th century and the arrival of Han immigrants from China. They were organized to manage a family's assets and affairs in relation to worship. The Han, who dominate Taiwanese society, have a history of valuing males over females. There are more than 3,000 of these family guilds in Taiwan, and though intended to keep immigrant families connected, they've grown so large over the years that succession and internal politics have become an issue. Traditionally, only men, unmarried women, or husbands matriarchally married into the family can be successors of the guild. But there's a catch. The court's ruling only applies to organizations that currently have no written rules barring women from leadership. The lawsuit was brought to the Constitutional Court by 2 groups of plaintiffs. Both argued that inheritance rights favoring patrilineal descent are gender discrimination, and that concept doesn't fit in a modern society.
祭祀工业的设立，它的最主要的目的就是在祭祀祖先、发扬孝道。而就祭祀祖先之香火传承而言呢，男系子孙与女系子孙呢，并没有本质的差异。尤其在少子化的今天，以及可预见之未来，如果还是继续呢勉强区分，那么尤其这样子呢，会不利于祭祀香火之传承。
Although the ruling confirms that the law violates Article 22 of the Constitution, which guarantees the freedom and rights of all people, it doesn't cover organizations that have written rules, because a similar case in 2015 declared that the regulations of private ancestral worship guilds must be respected. This latest ruling is another small step forward for gender equality in Taiwan. But the limited nature is likely to leave some feeling more work is needed. Damon Lin and Yu Jinghuang for TaiwanPlus.
Temperatures across northern Taiwan are set to remain near 10 degrees Celsius as a cold front has settled over the country. The colder weather is forecast to move southward, bringing rain to areas across Taiwan. Chillier temperatures are expected to ease by the middle of this week, but another stronger cold front is also due to hit Taiwan by next Sunday, the first day of the Lunar New Year.
这段期间呢，北台湾整天都是气温偏冷的。那其他地区呢，低温方面在中部以北跟东北部地区有机会来到12、13度，其他地区预估也有14、15度的这个低温。
Taiwan lies on an important flyway for migratory birds, drawing in millions of feathered travelers every year. But as the country pursues its net zero carbon emissions goal, the number of newly built wind turbines is disrupting bird populations. And as Yu Jinghua finds out, turbines are not the only threat to the local ecology.
Along Taiwan's west coast, wind turbines like these have become an increasingly common sight. The country is working towards the net zero carbon emission goal by 2050. As part of that initiative, the government reported an increase of almost 150 offshore wind turbines over the past year. The plan is to raise renewable energy generation to 20% by 2025. And wind power plants are an important means to reach that goal. But this plan to improve the environment has caused other problems. For migratory birds flying through Taiwan, wind turbines can be extremely hazardous.
这些风机对候鸟也造成相当大的影响，因为候鸟在迁徙的路径上面或在觅食的地方，有的时候会受到风机的低频的影响，有些就是直接撞击会死亡。
Taiwan is an important rest stop for more than 350 species of migratory birds. It's located in the so-called East Asian Australasian Flyway. This runs through 22 countries, stretching from Russia, Alaska to Australia and New Zealand. Millions of wind visitors travel along this route every year, but recently, they've been facing a lot more challenges.
台湾是个宝岛，过去真的是鸟类的天堂。这些候鸟，因为河口沼泽这些湿地，那加上有一些工业的污染了，然后后来人为的一些开发，的确对鸟造成了一些破坏。
Endangered species have been among the victims of pollution. This rare oriental stork stomach was found full of pieces of rubber, causing the animal to die. There are numerous other human-caused threats that birds face in the country. For example, the rising number of stray dogs in Taiwan also puts many birds at increasing risk.
那我在茄定还看到那种野狗群，就是非常有组织，然后整群至少都接近8到10只，然后会打团体战，就是这边追过来，那边追过去。
The bird population is an important indicator of an ecosystem's health. But whether it's from industrial pollution or green energy policies, it's clear that the actions of humans are a threat to the well-being of both local and migratory birds. Better steps and more responsible planning need to be taken if that is to change. Asnaya Zhou and Yu Jinghua for TaiwanPlus.
Sticky rice cakes are an essential dish over the Lunar New Year. They're known as niangao or year cakes. And one town in southern Taiwan is rolling back the clock to make the sweet treats the traditional way. Stash Butler reports.
Steam billows from a bamboo basket filled to the brim with niangao. These sticky rice cakes are an irresistible Lunar New Year treat. And it's a good thing shoppers here in Pingdong are buying them up, because making them is a labor of love.
3、4点就起来用粿啊，再搁咧用咧吹。吹几点钟？8个小时。
Every year, this street in Jiuru Township becomes a literal hotspot for niangao for a single week before the new year. And in an age of mass-produced snacks, the niangao made here offers something different. Every cake is kneaded by hand, then steamed over a charcoal fire. Niangao has a special symbolism. The word itself sounds identical in Chinese to a phrase meaning rise higher year after year. And that certainly seems to be what's happening with the orders. One shop owner says she's sold more than 300. Businesses in this part of Taiwan are keeping traditional cooking methods alive, while their New Year's treats sell, well, rather like hotcakes. Patrick Chen and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with autumn images from Taiwan's southern city of Tainan. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.